A city of contrasts. A city like a rainbow. Different colors. But all in a harmony. Like a melody never going out of tune. A city that invites and replies with passion and impulses. A city with a mind of its own. Calcutta is a city that cares. There is a night before every day, a search before every find. Calcutta is the city of myriad thoughts, a city that has lived with the counter forces of decadence and rebirth. The light of life has gleamed in the face of darkness. The isolation, the lack of fellowship, the loneliness drew 20 Europeans together at Piletti's restaurant in Calcutta. They looked for a common bond of fellowship and service. At a time when India was under the colonial yoke, the Rotary Club of Calcutta set a noble exception right at its birth. This was further witnessed in 1925, when, in the height of Indian resistance to British imperialism, an essentially British Rotary Club of Calcutta invited Mahatma Gandhi to speak before its members. And the same year, a Parsi lady was invited as a speaker on the same dais, but against the Mahatma. The trend has since then been carried along. Like the eternal rainbow, the Rotary Club of Calcutta manifests itself through the alignment of various social forces in its single-minded search for fellowship and in its relentless pursuit of service above self. I know of no more striking exemplification of the possibilities of the movement than has been shown in Calcutta. It seems to me that it quite convincingly proves the fact that our dreams of international understanding is one which is destined to be fully realized. The formula seems to be quite simple. It is, as I understand it, to center our thoughts on our common interests rather than upon the superficial difficulties which exist. Global turmoil came to its peak in the early 40s. With the Second World War, existing values crumbled. Forces of discord started biting into the foundations of reason. However, some values remained active. Calcutta Rotarians joined hands with the public, floated projects, and supported constant appeals for funds. The eternal journey of a conscience went on. Creating awareness has always been important for Calcutta Rotary. It has always strived to establish links with the community, to form a bond, enabling the spread of universal fellowship and service.
We go on from one thing to the other, spending life in thinking that we are achieving something, giving something to society. I think these particular acts are the acts through which only the divine soul finds its expression, its meaning, its poetry, its philosophy.
It's my privilege to welcome amongst us our chief guest of the evening, Dr. Abid Hussain. During the span of these 74 years, we have sponsored and given birth to 28 other Rotary clubs.
In this mechanical world, well, the human touch probably is said to be getting out of place. You must remember, even in the computer, you get back what you feed in.
Yes, you're right.
So I think that's why I feel that in this changing world, values will continue to remain unchanged.
Yes.
The Rotary Club of Calcutta has always been custodians of human and moral rights. The Children's Treat Day, which began with only a few handicapped and destitute children in 1925, has grown into an annual affair that brings the smiles back into the faces of over 1,200 children. The pressure created by the Calcutta Rotary on the government led to the enactment of the Vagrancy Act of Bengal in 1943. Rotary Club of Calcutta's Begumpur project is certainly one to be lauded. This small backward village is now transformed into a buzzing center of activity.
We have already considered extending the health facilities, the healthcare facilities. We are very soon installing an X-ray facility here, and we are upgrading the dental and ENT facilities here, as well as converting this center into a daycare center. That means any emergency they can bring in here. Today we have general physicians attending only in the morning up to 1 o'clock. So it will be available up to 5 o'clock. So from the health side, that is the facilities we are extending to, which will be implemented very soon. On the vocational side also, we have taken on some new projects like leather stitching. And we are negotiating with the project and tying up with the actual utilizers. So we'll be providing the vocational training to the local youth here and then tie them up with the businessmen who are in the line so that they can make an earning out of that.
Begumpur today is an achievement, an example, a high watermark that society looks up to with pride and admiration. In 1962, to honor the spirit of service of the Calcutta Rotarians, the Rotary International appointed Nitish Chandra Lahiri as its president. Calcutta has also witnessed Calcutta Rotary as a catalyst in the construction of the Howrah and the Bali bridges. They are today not just symbols of urban vitality, but they also play a major role in the socio-economic life of the city.
We have about 5 or 6 Platinum Jubilee projects which will be taken up and more or less completed partly in this year and partly in the year ahead. The first one is a project called the Hope of the Helpless. This is a project which we have in association with the Rotary Club of Singapore at approximately a cost of about 12.50 lakhs. We'll follow this up by a project on cancer, which is one of the dreaded diseases of this century. We are donating a van to the hospital, Balanand Brahmachari Hospital, for cancer detection, primarily for detecting the child cancer, because not many facilities exist in this country. The third platinum project we have is again on cancer. This is an association with the famous Thakurpukur Cancer Hospital. Here again we find that though they have a children's ward, they need blood analyzing machine for particularly leukemia patients. Besides this, we have other projects which are in a way connected to the child. The first one is an eye surgery theatre, an operation theatre, which we are putting up at an established eye care center. We plan now to extend the facilities of the building and put up a child health education center here. This would be a unique project for the city of Calcutta. We had thought about hunger as a major project also, and actually there are 2 parts to this project. The first one is in association with the Assembly of God Church, which is a program for feeding the slum dwellers, which of course includes children, women and men. And the second part of the hunger project, which also we are taking up, is a project in a nearby village, Mirpur, which would be hunger associated with an income generation project.
Today, as the club celebrates its 75th year, the dawn of the future is gleaming with hope. Dedication and determination of the past Rotarians stand evidence to the legacy of service above self, which the club has carried forth.